I'm willing and wanting to fight all those guys.
You know, like you mentioned, you're not a guy who's out there in the streets. You keep to yourself. You're with your family. You have a small circle of friends. You and Benavidez have the same manager, same advisor. Where is the source? Where does this animus really come from? Because there are no other fighters out there who are just like, I can't stand this mofo, blah, blah, blah. But there is this deep-rooted animus that's existed for quite a while.
Is it
Quite a
real?
while.
Is the animosity between you and David real?
It feel real.
It feels real.
I'm not an actor.
Okay. Why
So,
do you hate
I'm not in
him?
the
Why do
business
you
of
not
acting.
like him?
Well, for one, because his dad is always lying, like saying stuff like they sent a contract and sending a. His dad's not calling the shots. His dad's not doing anything for him. It's either Al, Samson, or Luis, more than likely all three. So it's not his dad calling any shots. And two, it just seems like, there's videos on YouTube of his dad talking about my daughter, who's no longer here.
Oh, that's
and,
no-no.
That's a no-no.
That's a no-no.
One, you seen what happened with Masvidal and Colby Covington.
Yes.
Because he's talking about his wife and his family. Well, what about a kid who's not even here anymore?
Yep.
So when you start talking about my daughter, that's a whole different level.
Yeah.
And, it's just like they try to pull up, or they was already training in the gym that I was training at.
Yeah.
And then they try to walk over like 5 deep. And, his dad had his phone out recording the whole thing. And, what boxing coach does that? Name a top tier boxing coach who would be in a situation like that.
Right.
And then they thought, but he wanted to film it because he thought they was going to walk over there and punk me. And, Jose Jr., he wound up getting smacked in his face. And then they turn and try to get off on my boxing coach. And they don't even walk towards me or try to do anything towards me. And I start walking towards them and they just keep backing up. And so it's just things like that, just little things that add up over time, talking about my daughter and trying to think you're going to punk me. And, just I don't stand for stuff like that. I'm not going to be punked or bullied by anybody.
As you shouldn't.
So-
when kids are brought in the picture, that's a no-no.
What decent human being, much less, someone who calls himself a serious high-level boxing coach, would be trying to film things like that in the gym or talking about somebody's kid like that. So I don't respect that. I don't respect his team. I don't respect any of them.